What if I told you that the fatigue, low drive, and lack of intimate vitality you're experiencing after 50 might not be age at all? What if it was simply a silent deficiency? Your body missing just a few key nutrients that once powered your energy, your glow, and your feminine strength. You're not broken. You're not fading. But your body might be whispering, please just give me what I need to feel alive again. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. Because for millions of women over 50, three overlooked vitamins may be the missing link between fatigue and fire, between dryness and desire, between just surviving and thriving emotionally, physically, and yes, intimately. See, no one prepares us for this chapter. We're handed advice about cholesterol, blood pressure, bone health. But no one talks about what to do when you look in the mirror and feel like your energy is dimming, or when connection feels more like effort than pleasure, or when your self-confidence quietly slips away with each passing year. But the truth is, our bodies still want to function, still want to glow, still want to feel. They just need to be nourished differently. Because after 50, your body begins to process, absorb, and use nutrients in entirely new ways. And without the right support, your systems, especially your energy, hormonal balance, and intimate health, can slowly unravel. So let's dive into the three essential vitamins every woman over 50 needs to restore not just her health, but her spark. Vitamin number one, B12, the energy igniter. The first one is vitamin B12, the spark plug for every cell in your body. After menopause, your body's ability to absorb B12 drops dramatically. That's why so many women over 50 feel exhausted, foggy, or weak without ever knowing why. B12 is essential for brain function, red blood cell production, and energy metabolism. Without it, your cells simply can't produce enough energy. And you feel it. You feel it in the afternoons when your body hits a wall. You feel it when your thoughts get fuzzy. You feel it when motivation disappears. And here's something most women never realize. B12 also plays a direct role in mood and emotional balance. Because when energy crashes, so does confidence. So does desire. So does joy. I remember a patient, let's call her Lynn. She was 58, retired early, and described herself as graying on the inside. We tested her B12 levels. They were dangerously low. After just a few weeks of supplementing properly, she called me and said, I didn't realize how dim I felt until the lights came back on. That's what B12 does. It restores brightness. Vitamin number two, vitamin D, the confidence hormone. The second essential vitamin is vitamin D. But I want you to think of it not just as a vitamin, but as a confidence hormone, because that's how powerful its effects are. Vitamin D isn't just about bones, it regulates over 1,000 genes in your body. It plays a role in immune health, hormone balance, muscle strength, and even emotional stability. Low vitamin D has been directly linked to depression, low libido, weakened immunity, and chronic fatigue. And for postmenopausal women, that's a dangerous mix. Now, here's the twist. Vitamin D deficiency is extremely common in women over 50, even in sunny regions. Why? Because our skin produces less of it with age, and hormonal changes further reduce its availability. One woman I worked with, 61 years old, described herself as emotionally numb. She wasn't sick, just disconnected. A simple blood test showed severely low vitamin D. Within a month of correcting it, her words were, it's like my soul came back online. That's not exaggeration, that's biochemistry. Vitamin D is the foundation for hormonal confidence, especially for women reclaiming their identity and energy in the second half of life. Vitamin number three, vitamin E, the feminine protector. And now for the third, one that's deeply intimate. Vitamin E. After menopause, one of the most silent changes in a woman's body is reduced lubrication, thinning of vaginal tissues, and increased discomfort, often chalked up to just aging. But vitamin E has been called the skin healer and feminine protector for a reason. Vitamin E supports cell regeneration, blood flow, and tissue elasticity, especially in delicate areas. When applied topically or taken in the right form, it can ease vaginal dryness, reduce discomfort, and restore natural moisture, bringing back the feeling of intimacy without fear or friction. More than that, Vitamin E helps reduce inflammation, improves circulation, and protects your skin from the inside out. It's a vitamin that whispers, you still deserve softness, you still deserve sensation. One of my clients, 64 years old, had stopped being intimate, not because of lack of desire, but because it simply hurt. When we supported her with proper nutrition, including vitamin E and some natural topical support, she said something I'll never forget. I feel like a woman again. That's the power of feeling good in your own skin. Let me tell you a quick story. A woman named Margaret came to one of our retreats. She was 72. She sat quietly at the edge of the circle and said nothing for the first 2 days. But on the third day, she finally spoke. I haven't felt beautiful in over a decade, she said, her voice trembling. I don't feel tired because I'm old. I feel tired because something in me gave up a long time ago. We worked with her privately. A simple nutritional panel showed she was low in B12, vitamin D, and vitamin E. We helped her restore them naturally. A month later, she sent us a photo. She was standing in her garden, wearing red lipstick and smiling like she belonged in her body again. The caption read, "Thank you for giving me back to myself. That's why I'm here. That's why this message matters. Because your body hasn't given up on you, and you shouldn't give up on it." To every woman listening, especially those over 50, I want you to hear this loud and clear. Aging isn't a sentence, it's a second chance. A chance to care for your body not because it's broken, but because it deserves love. A chance to restore your energy not with caffeine or pills, but with real nourishment. A chance to reconnect with your intimate vitality not out of pressure, but from a place of power. Because you are still here, still vibrant, still worthy of confidence, sensuality, and strength. These three vitamins, B12, D, and E, may sound simple, but inside your body, they act like tiny switches. And when you flip them back on, you'll be amazed at what begins to wake up inside you. Your spark, your power, your desire to live fully again. If this message resonated with you, don't just click away. Comment below which of these three vitamins have you overlooked or want to learn more about. Share this video with a sister, friend, or mother who might need this gentle reminder. Subscribe to Wisdom for Success and turn on the bell so you never miss these empowering messages. And most importantly, be gentle with yourself. You are not fading. You are simply being invited to shine again.